And they're off. Fleet Indian and Lone Tree. Between them, it's Star Celebrity. Also there, it's The Lamp is Lit. They make their way for the first turn, and it's Fleet Indian going head-to-head with The Lamp is Lit in the first furlong here. Lone Tree comes away 3 wide into the turn. In between horses, Star Celebrity. Shady Lane gets a good spot early on the inside, and Angel Dancer is the trailer. Around the first turn, and Fleet Indian matching strides early on with The Lamp is Lit. Matching strides through a quarter in 24 3/5 seconds. Just in behind them, a very keen Star Celebrity. Mike Luzzy trying to settle her down now. She's just on the inside of Lone Tree. At the back are Shady Lane and Angel Dancer as they continue their run up the backstretch. There'll be no backstretch breather for Fleet Indian as The Lamp is Lit is going to run with her all the way. 5 furlongs from the line. The quarter went in 24 3. The half in 50 seconds flat. Fleet Indian 3/4 of a length. The Lamp is Lit still with her on the outside second. Star Celebrity just in behind the lead and running in third. And then it's Lone Tree, followed by Shady Lane and Angel Dancer on hold at the back of the pack. The field moving around the far turn. Fleet Indian and The Lamp is Lit still glued to her. 2 lengths back to Star Celebrity, followed by Lone Tree. Angel Dancer now about 5.5 lengths from the lead with Shady Lane as they approach the top of the stretch. Fleet Indian still in front and holds on to that lead by a half length. The Lamp is Lit. Star Celebrity giving her cue down toward the inside. Lone Tree, Angel Dancer, and Shady Lane. Top of the stretch now, and it's Fleet Indian. Confidently ridden by Johnny Velasquez. Just a hand ride and a peek back for Star Celebrity, who's a length and a half away. Then it's Shady Lane, now third toward the inside. And just a little nudge for Fleet Indian, and she's on her way and just blows them away in the final furlong. Fleet Indian by 4.5 on the wire. Star Celebrity second, Shady Lane third.
Sixty Sails. They're off. In between horses, Fleet Indian left for the lead. Moving up on the outside, Silver Highlight, tapping for gold. Down along the inside, Platinum Ballet and Eyes on Eddie. They have a mile to run in the race, and here's tapping for gold far outside to take the lead. Fleet Indian battles on. These two now heads apart as they run into the first turn. Silver Highlight tracking third. Towards the inside, Platinum Ballet fourth. Eyes on Eddie between horses in tight quarters fifth. Culinary 3 wide sixth. Sunset Kisses 3 wide, 7th and 4. Jillian is the early trailer. They make their way to the backstretch, 6 furlongs to go. Tapping for Gold has the lead. It's Tapping for Gold, the leader. Fleet Indian battles out along the inside. These two still heads apart for the lead. Silver Highlight tracking third. Sunset Kisses ranging up on the outside, 4 wide fourth. Platinum Ballet right there, a close-up fifth along the rail. Eyes on Eddie still in tight quarters between horses. Culinary and 4. Jillian make up the field of 8. Field's covered by 7 with less than a half mile to go. And Fleet Indian accelerates and draws away by a length and a half. And around the turn, Fleet Indian leads. Here comes Silver Highlight now charging up in the second. Towards the inside, Platinum Ballet gains ground third. Tapping for Gold retreating fourth. Then on the outside, Eyes on Eddie fifth, followed up by Sunset Kisses. And then towards the inside, it's 4 Jillian, and Culinary drops out to the back. They turn for the money, and Fleet Indian leads by 3. Silver Highlight chasing second. Eyes on Eddie, followed up by Platinum Ballet. Then towards the inside, it's 4 Jillian. A final furlong, and Fleet Indian is saying bye-bye. Fleet Indian is drawing away with each and every stride. And Jose Santos, trainer Todd Pletcher, and Fleet Indian will win the 60 Sails. And they're under the wire by 8 on top. Silver Highlight was second. Platinum Ballet came on to be third. Eyes on Eddie fourth. And that's the 60 Sails.
We're set. And they're off in the Obeah. Fourth lead, Last Toots toward the outside. American Miss on the far outside. Fleet Indian down toward the inside. And Freels for Real all looking for a spot as they come past the finish line the first time. Fleet Indian joined by American Miss for that lead. Freels for Real looking to tuck in. Last Toots down toward the inside. Take a check under a stout hold as they make their way into the clubhouse turn. Up on the outside, Sticky, and dropping back to last, it's Solitary Song. Fleet Indian controlling the tempo, and she's on the front end, leads it by 2 lengths after a quarter in 23 4. Up on the outside, American Miss second. Take a check with the rail in third. Length further back to Freels for Real. Another 2 lengths to Last Toot, Sticky alongside, and the trailer is Solitary Song. They've got just under 6 furlongs to navigate, and Fleet Indian trying to dictate things, leads it by a length and a half over American Miss. Down toward the inside, Take a Check, a length further back to Freels for Real. Last Toots has the rail, then comes Sticky alongside, and 4 lengths further back to Solitary Song. Half in, a moderate for this group, 48-1, half mile to go. Fleet Indian being nursed along by Santos by 3 parts over American Miss. Take a Check, a length and a half further back in third. Freels for Real trying to get underway, followed by Sticky moving up toward her inside. Then comes Last Toots and dropping back Solitary Song as they make their way into the turn. 3/8 to go. The 6 in 112 flat. It's still Fleet Indian leading it by a length over American Miss. Stickies work forwardly between horses. Freels for Real. Take a Check down toward the inside, followed by Last Toots, but it's Fleet Indian's race to win or lose as they head for home. She leads it by 3, by 4, and turning it on as they hit the top of the stretch. Now Santos asking for more, and Fleet Indian responds quickly, opens up 6 lengths on Freels for Real, followed by Sticky, and down toward the inside, Take a Check. But there's no catching Fleet Indian. She's in total command. She's going to be a big danger in the Delaware Handicap if she goes. Fleet Indian, Santos wins it by 7. Freels for Real second. The entry battling for third and fourth. Either Take a Check or Sticky on the outside.
The gate. And they're off. Fleet Indian off to an alert start on the outside. Boleto lays off the early pace, and between horses Yolanda B2, and this early pace is a crawl. Fleet Indian is in front, but is well in hand, and there's very little pressure from Yolanda B2 just on her inside. India Halo, Boleto tucks in behind the leaders, running along in fourth, and Soul Search is fifth as they make their way around the clubhouse turn. So it's Fleet Indian who waltzes through a first quarter in 25 3/5 seconds with no challenge from Yolanda B2. Boleto rides the rails third, 3 lengths from this easy leader. Then India Halo and Soul Search trails the field. Fleet Indian into the backstretch run with Yolanda B2 running along in second. Again, that first quarter was 25 3/5 seconds. And the half goes in 50 3/5 seconds. Fleet Indian setting a very deliberate pace here down the backstretch. Yolanda B2 still sitting chilly second by 2. Boleto remains on hold third here. And then Soul Search and India Halo. And now as the field approaches the half-mile pole, it's been Fleet Indian unopposed down the lead. With a half mile to go, still there by a length and a half. Yolanda B2 is second, 3 quarters in 1:15-1. The pace has been glacial here, and Fleet Indian continues to lead. And now, here comes Boleto, who makes that move, and a sharp move it is with 3 furlongs to go. Yolanda B2 is just in behind them, and now it's going to be a 2-furlong sprint to the wire here, and Fleet Indian is sprinting past the quarter pole. The lead is a length and a half. Boleto is second on the outside. Yolanda B2 is faded to third, and Soul Search is fourth on the outside, and they're coming into the final furlong, and Fleet Indian is still rolling along and opening up. Fleet Indian with a 3-length lead. Boleto running second, and then farther back Soul Search and Yolanda B2, and they're coming down to the finish. And Jose Santos just waltzed around Saratoga today with Fleet Indian, a wire-to-wire winner in the Personal Ensign, beating Boleto by 4 lengths and Soul Search third.
The Emirates Airline Breeders Cup Distaff. Along the inside, Healthy Addiction broke away well. Sharp Lisa, Spun Sugar's right there too. On the grandstand side, here comes Bushfire to join the leaders, and Pool Land is up there. The pace couldn't be much quicker than this. Round Pond tucked in just behind the leaders. Now here's Fleet Indian, taken quite far back today. Fleet Indian got to be a good 8 lengths off the leaders. Happy Ticket up alongside of there. RCCM prays the grey towards the rear. Belito's quite content to bide her time, a good 10 lengths off these leaders. And Pine Island, as expected, no pace, taken back towards the rear. And then we have a gap of 4 lengths further back to Lemons Forever and Hollywood Story. Down the backstretch they go, and Healthy Addiction on a loose rein, going about as quick as she could for the distance. On the outside of her we have Pool Land keeping the pressure on. Sharp Lisa is in third, and Round Pond down at the rail. Back Dairy is racing in 5th. Spun Sugar is 6 off the leaders. Fleet Indian is up alongside of her in this pack. Bushfire been niggled along on the outside. RCCM Prey, Happy Ticket Ticket. Belito is now 9 lengths off the leaders. Hollywood Stories far back with Lemons Forever. They're approaching the quarter pole now, and Pool Land goes on with it, taken on by Sharp Lisa, but now here come from behind us Bacteria. Happy Ticket on the outside of that. Aussie Siempre. Beleto's running on as well. Fleet Indian's been eased. Fleet Indian has been eased. Fleet Indian pulled up at the quarter pole. They come for home. Sharp Lisa, Happy Ticket down the grandstand side, and here's Beleto on the extreme outside, racing greenly, but coming to take them on. Down at the rail, Round Pond is going on with it too, and it's Round Pond in front from Happy Ticket. Down the centre of the track, coming with a late run now is Lemons Forever, but it's Round Pond going on to take the distaff. Round Pond and Edgar Prado win it. Here's Aussie Siempre late, Happy Ticket third, and Belito finished up fourth.
What incredible irony. The Barbaro connections, Michael Matz, Edgar Prado win on Round Pond in a race in which both of the favorites, the 7-horse Fleet Indian and the number 2-horse Pine Island, were pulled up. Well, exciting finish, but a very sad subplot to this race.
Oh, if there's anybody that knows the ecstasy of victory and the heartbreak of defeat, it's Michael.